This is the Wii Micro Ultimate version 2. A cutting-edge retro gaming system, capable of running over 2 decades of Nintendo history, all in a neat little package you can fit in the palm of your hand. But this is no ordinary Raspberry Pi emulator. Oh no. This tiny box you see in front of you is an original Nintendo Wii. Today, we're going to take a look at this marvel of modding, its incredible set of abilities, and the journey I took to make it in the first place. You're watching Lemon Cake Studios. Let's jump right into it. So, what exactly is this thing? Well, as I said, it's a Nintendo Wii. A Nintendo Wii that has been both hard modded and soft modded to exist as a much smaller form factor. Due to how Nintendo designed the motherboard of this console, it's actually possible to cut out the portion where all the central chips are located, rewire a couple components to restore all of its original features, and just like that, you have a fully functional Wii that takes up the same footprint as a Wii game. In combination with some super cool software hacks that have come out of the homebrewing community, you can truly unlock the power of your Wii with some insane new features and abilities. Whether for convenience or performance, the sky's the limit with a modded Nintendo Wii. I made this project as my entry into the BitBuilt 2024 Summer Build Competition, where people can try and create whatever crazy gaming contraption they can think of. For my project, I chose to try and expand the design of our previously created project, the Wii Micro by MODDED. This build is cool because it's relatively simple in terms of Wii modding and serves as a great jumping off point for beginners. Everything about its design was meant to be as convenient and beginner friendly as possible, which is super cool and the entire reason why I tried to build one a while ago in the first place. But after completing that project, I wanted to see if I could up my personal modding game a bit. I had a couple ideas for additional features I wanted to try and implement, and all that finalized in what you see before you today. MODDED's original Wii Micro shell is roughly 118 by 113 by 41 millimeters. This was done to incorporate the Wii's original heatsink and fan into the build, limiting the need for outsourced components. However, I wanted to make my version as slim as possible, so that method wouldn't work for me. After finding much shorter heatsinks and a fan online, I redesigned a shell to work with these components. I ended up settling on a similar boxy aesthetic, but was able to cut out a good bit of extra space. The final dimensions of my case are 115 by 115 by 37 millimeters, over a 10% decrease in total volume. Another change that I made to MODDED's original design was incorporating a USB-C power delivery port so that this thing can be charged by almost anything under the sun. Nintendo Switch charger? Done. MacBook charger? That too. Anything that outputs a power delivery signal is internally configured to the board's 15-volt input, fed into the PSU Plus, and then distributed to the entire Wii. And due to the removal of a couple power-hungry components, like the audio amp, it's also able to run off a simple USB 8 to USB-C 5-volt cable. On the topic of additional features, I also tried to implement an HDMI out port and a 3.5mm audio jack, but complications down the line with both build structure and a weird part incompatibility with the HDMI board that to this day still hasn't been figured out, those features had to be shelved for the time being. Let's take this thing out for a test drive, shall we? There is one thing about the production of this video that I feel obligated to share with you guys in the spirit of full disclosure. I don't want any form of dishonesty to show up in these videos that I make, especially one like this where it's something you guys might want to go out and try to do yourselves. The truth is, most of the footage used in this video did not come from the actual Wii Micro. For example, in shots like this where I show both the Wii Micro and a game being displayed on some sort of screen, the footage on the screen is actually coming from a full-size Wii I had hooked up off camera. The reason for this is only a week after buttoning up the Wii Micro for what I thought would be the last time, I accidentally dropped it, which caused a decent amount of damage to the internals. After several attempts at repairs, I was able to solve everything but one issue. There's some unknown short that's causing the Wii to physically boot loop whenever I try to turn it on. I'm planning on maybe running a couple more tests before shelving this project for good, but with the deadline of BitBuilt summer competition looming, and in order to stay true to my YouTube upload schedule, I didn't have time during the production of this video. I promise that everything you saw in this video can be done on the Wii Micro, and before it broke, had been done on the Wii Micro. All the games, all the features, I did not fake any of the capabilities of this console. But due to those unfortunate circumstances that unfolded, I needed to go that route in order to make this video for you guys the way I wanted to, which was a showcase of its theoretical abilities that I hope you guys really enjoyed. I really did enjoy working on this project. I spent so many hours every week the entire summer, and it was one of the most enjoyable things I've ever done. Seeing it through from start to finish was so satisfying, and I was really happy with the final product I was able to create. It may not be as advanced or groundbreaking as a lot of the other modding projects I've seen, but it's mine. I designed it, I built it, and I feel like that's something I can be proud of. A big thanks to MODDED for making the foundation I built this project off of, all the people in the BitBuilt community who helped me troubleshoot and get to where I am now in terms of my mediocre modding abilities, and to you guys for watching this video. I've attempted projects like this several times in the past, but it always either never left the ground or collapsed in the final stretch. This is my first completed project, and I'm beyond grateful for all the people who helped me get there. Thanks to God for giving me the time and resources to actually work on this project. I hope it somehow met that prayer of being glorifying to Him. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Lemon Cake Studios, and I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless y'all.